Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIII. I'm the Mysterious JG, welcoming you to Titan's Tower, slash, Tatujin Tower, slash, whatever this place is actually called, Taijian's Tower, I think. This place has didgeridoos. I'd forgotten how fun the music around here is. Probably because, my previous plays of the game, when not recording, tended to involve listening to something else in the background because there is a ton of combat, and unless you really love the battle theme from a game that has tons of random encounters, you're gonna end up listening to something else. Taijin's Tower. Ikuzo Taijin Tower. Grand Pulse. So it's our three heroes and the chicks who've been following them around, who will end up being the heroes at the end while a bunch of dudes follow them around.
I'm not the only one hearing that, am I?
No.
The voice is telling me to kill?
It couldn't be them. Could it?
I don't know. It's weird. Like voices in my head.
He hears voices in his head that talk to him.
Your presence here draws the tyrant's gaze. Leave this place at once.
We can't leave. This is the only way for us to get through.
It's weird the way
Please,
geography
help
works
us.
in our country. Tower guarding the only entrance to a large physical area.
As you wish. Look for us, and the way will open.
She speaks, whatever Aboriginal dialect these Space Australia statues speak.
That was easy enough.
Thanks for the
You
help,
never know.
Stone Man.
Could be a trap.
Could be. Don't see no stairs though. Do you?
Nope.
Didn't some
This
roll
is
just
our
roll up?
ride. Bumpy
Oh
or
no,
not.
they're not stairs, they're a ramp. Gotcha. Watch my butt while I walk. That's what he's saying. He's bringing sexy back, folks. The data log was updated, but apparently not with anything I need to read. So the game doesn't actually have random encounters, of course. You can always see when encounters are coming. And although you don't necessarily always have the power to avoid them. It's nice because we do have a few treasure spheres you're supposed to get on this level. Mostly a bunch of crap we don't care about, like, you know, chipped fangs, but keep my eyes open for treasure spheres. The multiple tiered round tower motif comes back in X-2. Irritates the hell out of me there, but only because X-2, there's something like you see on this map. They would have something in the corner where it says percentage of map explored. And getting it up to 100% for every area in the game is going to unlock something that you want. And the problem is that in that game, you pretty routinely get up to 99%, and then I, at least, can't figure out what the hell you've missed. It's like something where you didn't poke your way all the way over to this spot right here, and therefore, even though you can see it on the map, and it's colored in, the game didn't count it. So now I'm griping about the sequel as we play this game. So, make of that what you will. I vaguely intend to LP the sequel. I don't know. I had this vague notion that Bobo, when I was starting this whole LP to begin with, I had this vague notion Bobo, once I LP'd this game, would want to find out what happens next. It's come to my attention that Bobo is, I don't know if he's dropped this LP completely, but it's not one of the ones he's following with bated breath. He's basically just gotten really sick of these characters and their story. Can you blame him, folks?
Let's keep this up.
You're a little young for that, kid. Be a little older before you're able to keep it up. Well, never. Yes, folks, everything is a penis joke. Everything. I saw another treasure sphere here. There's like one more on this floor. It's hiding behind one of these things that are like wheels on tracks or whatever. I've now been around the bend. There it is. Yeah, whatever. Snow, you want to hold that thing off so I can get this treasure? I'm going to assume that Snow somehow helped with that. You meanwhile just stand there doing nothing helpful. Thank you. Uh-oh, rollerball. You're currently on the ground tier. Where would you like to go? Second tier. Via the magical rollerball. Zaz had to do that because he understands machines. Oh, it is a magical rollerball. It's supposed to be, it says it took us to the second tier. Looked to me like we came to the 192nd floor there. Because that was bizarre shape on the far left turns out to be a 1. If I understood the... Are you okay, Mr. Wolf? Don't really see a lot of treasure chests in this next area, according to the map. But I do see a plot scene.
What the?
Oh, damn it. Maybe we do fight this guy.
You again, huh?
Yeah, I guess we do fight him. I think that might be Taijin, actually.
Retreat!
What are you, French now? Boom. Retreat equals French in lame joke world.
That thing packs a punch.
Yeah, but he opened up inadvertently, I suppose, opened up some kind of side path. The men to continue ascending Titan's Tower, you must accept and complete missions from the 3 colossal McMahons on the tower's second tier. The route to the tower's apex will remain closed until all the tasks are done. And there's like, see, check it out. It won't let us burn ourselves.
Check this out.
And he just whips it out there for all to see. You guys are... Guys. Okay, wipe them out as fast as we can. Make sure everybody got staggered there, so we can kill them. Wow, those guys died fast.
Still got it.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I'm alive like you. I need someone to love me the whole day through. Just one look at my eyes, you can see it's true. Okay, but anyway, sorry, got vapor locked there for a second. But yeah, those guys are really easy to beat if you can stagger them, and you pretty much can't beat them without staggering them. This quest comes from Shane McMahon. You can tell by the stone boobies. Brave soul, heed my plea, and I meant Stephanie McMahon. It's the boobies, and I said Shane. Apparently, this is my Stephanie McMahon voice. Brave soul, heed my plea. We shall bring light to the dark path. Know that a gelatin, of Gelatitan's tower, holds my power thrall within this spire. Slay it, and I shall once more be free. You can but restore the strength of my 2 brethren and I. Here on the second tier, the way will be open unto you. So we have to go kill. These are the game's only mandatory mark missions. I have to kill this gelatin. Gelatin is apparently in this room over here. No problem. Got this. Gelatin is the master of the blues harp. I'm really sick of those guys, but whatever. Ah, man, I thought I could sidestep them. I mean, they're really not that dangerous. They're just... I resent that I can't just skip past the combat and move on with the game. The kind of thing, this doesn't bother me. This guy is weird. It doesn't bother me in games where you just get random encounters and there's no evade at all. And of course, like I said, I've been watching Zerfall's Let's Play Mystic Arc again. And he makes a much more concerted effort than I did in 7th Saga to evade enemies. Although occasionally I would do it. So in games where they just pop up and you have no control over it at all, it's like not a big deal. But for some reason in this game, I just get really torqued when I don't want to fight an enemy and I don't manage to avoid it. Let's get over here before he turns around. Well, he's kind of gross. Like a gelatin with like octopus bits. Now we probably should be using Libra on it because it's like it's got boss music, but at this particular moment in time, I don't know how many of these we're gonna have to do. At least 3 on this floor. I think there was another floor where we have another 3 to do. So I like the idea that we save our Libras. Everyone's doing Thunder and Arrow, so we must by now have figured out what its elemental weakness is. Oh, I should have switched over to the Cerebus paradigm. Is that the one where you've got 2 commandos and a Ravager, or am I thinking of is that 3 commandos might be Cerebrus? Yeah, 3 commandos is Cerebrus. Which makes sense, because Cerebrus is the 3-headed demon dog of mythology, so... If all 3 are commandos, yes, never mind. Okay, so we took out Gelatitan. 5 stars, no problem. Mission complete. We got a speed sash. So your power was held thrall by a big old gelatin. That's too bad, buddy. Equipment wise, anything good come from switching to a speed sash? We'd get kill, ATB charge, ATB rate plus 10, random instant chain. Ooh. Critical haste. Did I not have a speed sash before? Thought I had some of those, but kill, ATB charge, random instant chain. I don't have random instant chain. That's a really good ability. It doesn't happen that often, but well, it's giving me the ATB charge thing. Oh, actually, is it slowing down my ATB charge? Was it even higher than that before I switched? Wasn't really paying enough attention. Yeah, actually, it's reducing the level of ATB charge I had. Speed Sash doesn't jump in with that, but and kill ATB charge isn't really that useful either, but random instant chain is actually pretty nice. Just periodically you just get an instant chain. So I actually slowed Zaz down slightly, but I think we'll be okay. How you doing, buddy? Hey, big man, can I have $1? The rock says, those damn roll. Never not have pronounced that word. And I think that I hope that one guy keeps critiquing my Metal Gear Solid thing isn't here to come after my pronunciation. Puissant soul, puissant soul, whatever you are. Heed my plea, and we shall bring light to your dark path, says Shane McMahon. Know that an ambling bellows holds my power thrall within this spire. Slay it, and I shall once more be free. If you can but restore the strength of my two brethren and I, here on the second tier, the way will be opened unto you. Oh no, the three brethren, so I can't use Vince or Linda. Clearly, if we've already helped Stephanie, and this is Shane, then the next of the McMahons that we would be helping, their brethren, must be Hornswoggle. I was going to go with Totujin Tower, which is usually what I think of this place is, but now I'm really caught on this whole we're ascending Titan's Tower concept. Thankfully, the enemies in this room didn't respawn, because while they were easy, you know, just be annoyed to have to fight them again. Really don't have a whole heck of a lot of, well, here's the mark. Can I sneak up on his associates here and trigger a surprise attack? I believe we can.
Give him hell!
Try to stagger everything. Oh wow, we even killed those other guys immediately. Awesome. Stop using arrow. It's a big machine. It clearly hates thunder. I guess arrow works too.
Time to pull the old switcheroo!
Yeah, he doesn't really do the same kind of huge damage that as a commando that Snow and Lightning can do, but still, that was pretty fast. That had better be 5 stars, damn it. Yeah. We got a solenoid. That's how awesome we are. And particle accelerators. Should be useful in leveling up Snow's new weapon, should I ever find the thing we need to upgrade his weapon to tier 2. I'll feel bad if we never do that, but honestly, we're closing in on... I was going to let the boys here handle the rest of Act 11, and then let the girls take home Act 12. Maybe I'll let the boys do Act 12, and then let the girls do Act 13, but either way, I mean, we're... The original plan, let them do Act 11, that's almost done. We're getting closer anyway. The Airbud's got a lot of plot, but it's not a very big area. It's Gurgen. It's a Gurrengatch, I guess. Actually, this is Hornswoggle. Sorry. Sage Soul. Man, my throat. Sage Soul, heed my plea, and we shall bring light to your dark path. Know that a Gurrengatch holds my power thrall within the spire. Then I shall once more be 3. If you can but restore the strength of my two brethren and I, blah blah blah. Then there's another tier where it's the same deal. You have a couple mark missions to do. See, I don't mind this section of the game at all, really. It's... Wow, I don't remember you having been here before, but... Oh, wait, no, you are Gurgen. I was, like, thinking we would just avoid you and get on with it. No, you're the actual mark. Okay, get that stagger meter up to about 999 or so, and then switch over to aggression paradigm, and Bob's your uncle. At the rate we're going, we're not quite going to defeat this thing in one stagger, though, unfortunately. And the first switcheroo always takes a lot. Oh, never mind, we got this.
Wisdom does come with age.
Although JG is apparently not that old, because he was thinking we weren't going to crush this thing in seconds. I figured it would take 2 staggers, not that the second stagger would be particularly difficult to get you. Alright, we being the 3 brothers. You think we'll like that? Mr. Vimes, we opened their door. A cold-faced dirt troll. Rockin'. Yeah, maybe I'll have to do Final Fantasy VIII after this, just so that you guys can decide for yourselves who's worse, Snow or Zell. I'm pretty much gonna do Snow's voice for Zell, since that game's not voice acted.
Right, here we go again.
Listen, douche nozzle, we're getting through this. Wait. You mean I'm flying around stopping you from getting to Orba Lightning? Is that what you're saying?
Woo! I'll be damned.
You're one to talk. Thanks, buddies.
Are they sad?
They like my boots.
Well, I guess the way is open now.
You're one to talk. Oh. Yeah, Final Fantasy VIII not voice acted. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. I think, what? Appreciate what? Appreciate you not jumping in when Lightning made fun of me for no reason in the middle of what should have been a moment of terror as an evil and hostile god-like creature attacked us. But, you know, whatever. The hell are you guys? Oh, never mind. I fought them before. Thought they were something new and fancy. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, Homie's over here! Where are you, Hope, that I'm supposed to be following you? That's right, start punching your hands, Lightning, or Snow, that's the answer. Always the answer. You're not in there. Or maybe that is where we're supposed to go. Yeah, they said the path, though, I guess it has to be over here. I really don't want to deal with you guys. Oh, there you are. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the whole big man. Yeah, but this is the first, Final Fantasy X, the first voice-acted RPG that I've played. Unless I'm forgetting something, which is entirely possible. And the big deal... Oh, wow, that treasure chest isn't even marked on here. That's weird. Or it is, and there's another one missing. Or I am now on the 3rd tier section of map and didn't realize it yet. Was that a metal armband? I wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah, no, that's considering me 3rd tier. That's why that was a. But it's the first voice-acted Final Fantasy game or RPG I played. And as it happens, it's one of my favorite stories ever, and I really like the characters. But in a voice-acted game, for whatever reason, they just really need to constantly have things happening and character interaction, or it just sort of gets irritating. And, damn you guys. So I think that's part of what's making this game tough, especially for, as far as an LP that someone would be interested in watching. I don't talk as much or do goofy voices or fill in goofy dialogue for characters like I would in an old style non-voice acted LP or RPG. In this game, they're just not doing that great a job of really making the characters say interesting or insightful or amusing or fun things. Come to think of it, the fact that this game just seems like kind of serious and dreary reminds me a lot of my problems with Final Fantasy XII, which was the first voice-acted RPG that Squaresoft made after Final Fantasy X. And because Final Fantasy XI was an online multiplayer deal. And the other little weird parallel I thought of recently was that the sequel to Final Fantasy X, another game I have to get around to LPing, I think I'll do 8 before X-2, I don't know for sure, is that X-2, after X had an incredibly linear story which gave you very little freedom, but had characters I like in the story that I found interesting. X-2 was much more open-ended, but also kind of, you know, hard to take that seriously. This game is incredibly linear and a bit dreary, but 13-2 is much less linear. You're allowed to pretty much go whatever direction you want from fairly early in the game. They give you branching paths, and because it's about Sarah instead of lightning, the tone is just significantly lighter. Although they've got their problems in that game too. It's much heavier tone than X-2 was. And I'm talking about everything except this game. So I got a sword, which means I guess no mark mission. That's cool. Hey, cool. No mark mission. And oh no, it's Event Horizon. It's opening a portal to the dark place inside that has no name. Was that the sound of somebody walking wearing cargo pants? I thought I heard like a I don't know. Can reach the 4th tier. There's a treasure. I saw a treasure chest on the map. I wanted to make sure I got it. This is 2 times metal armbands. Yep, we got a Cymurg. And while we've pretty much established what weapons everyone's going to use once I started leveling them up, I'm still... Oh, the Cymurg isn't for you anyway. There's the Enkindler. No, it is an Enkindler. There used to be an Einhander. Somebody was, was it Akela? Somebody was joking around about how these ones don't believe you should be... You know, the Enkindlers are the... Oh, Cymurg is him. Stifled magic. Greatly reduces magic damage dealt to enemies. Why would you want that? The Enkindlers is the name that one of the races from Mass Effect gives to one of the other races. I'm not going to bother to explain it here, but I was like, I thought it was called the Einhander, or maybe its earlier form is called Einhander. That's right, punch your hands there, Snow. That's going to help Sarah a lot. Oh, something else happened. So now we go to the 4th tier. So I do think we gotta fight a couple more Guardians before we get to, not Guardians, but, a couple more mark missions. These will be harder than the last ones. Before we get to the top of Tatoojan Tower and fight Lux at Tatoojan.
I'm gonna go look ahead.
Look, no, stay back, you'll die! Oh my god, no! Yeah, whatever, okay, so... Can we upgrade Snow's weapon? Now I'm feeling kind of guilty about it. Maybe I'll just, between videos here, look up and see what it is that you need, and whether or not we've... have any real capacity to do it. I'm also going to go ahead and save our game, which I can do over the last save slot because this is all part of one recording session. So if this didn't take, I couldn't use this save anyway. Alright folks, on the Mysterious JG, when we come back we have, for all intents and purposes, we are now halfway up Titan's Tower. Because you have to clear a total of 6 mark missions to do it. And we've cleared 3. So we now have a couple of tiers left, but these are sort of smaller tiers, and then the top level is a little bit bigger. And we have a boss fight there, and I'm hoping that during this play session I could even get to Orba and sort of wrap up some of the plot stuff for Act 11. Because we got a big piece of plot to be dumped on us, if I recall correctly, although frankly, we just spend the rest of the game wandering around being like, oh, should we do our focus? I don't know. Should we? What do you think, huh? Do you think we should do it? I don't know. What do you think, guys? Come on, huh? Pretty much for the rest of the game. Sorry. but it's true. So we'll be back next time to finish off Titan's Tower. I'm the Mysterious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.